3 before games.
Well, you see what Steph's impact on the game, Skip? Because Steph shoots the ball from the tunnel. I mean, at first he started shooting it from the sideline. He was on the bench, and then he backed up into the stands, and then he went to the tunnel. And so now he does it from the tunnel. It just goes to show you the impact that Steph Curry's had on this game. That was a very impressive shot, but he's going to have to do it more than once because we've seen Steph hit the tunnel shot more than once. Now, he's definitely hanging a letter on somebody if they're playing horse. Yeah, you know what, Skip? I'm not going to even tell that.
I would just say next.
Yeah, exactly.
You got me. I'm H.
I'm not going to even let you. I'm not going to even give you the satisfaction of seeing me hit the back side of the rim or the backboard. But it just, Skip, that's why I'm not surprised now anymore when guys shoot logo threes and shoot half-court threes because they do this. This is what they do. Shoot around, ain't nobody really practicing. They working on stuff like this. So I'm not surprised when a guy shoots a shot with 15 seconds on the shot clock and it's from the logo or it's from half court. And nothing surprises me anymore because these guys practice. They're good. They're professional. You know, they show Tom Brady was throwing and the target's moving. He hit it all 3 times. So I'm not surprised when in moments, big moments, that he's pinpoint accurate. So nothing really surprised me about a professional athlete in his sport doing things that's sports related. It was an unbelievable shot. I mean, how he was able, forget that, you know, look, I've seen Steve Nash do this and bounce it off his head and alley-oop the ball to Amari Stoudemire in the dunk contest, Skip. But it's the angle. I mean, you got to shoot that ball. I bet if I gave him 20 more chances, he couldn't do it. Do you believe he could do it?
No. I don't care about the soccer kicks. I don't care about bouncing it off his shoulder.
Right.
I care about the most severe angle of a shot I've ever seen made. It almost defies physics.
It does.
Like, it won't go that way.
Right.
You can't shoot it high enough to drop it barely over the backboard from that distance behind the backboard.
Correct.
Steph's shots are more from the side.
Yes. He's got a greater margin of error.
Where you can see a glimpse of the orange rim.
Yeah.
You can, from where Steph's shooting in the tunnel, you can see just a piece of the rim. This way, you can see no rim.
Right.
You have to shoot it completely over the back.
And and if that thing is gone, because you're shooting it from so far and so high, Skip, it hits any part other than just pure net, it's not going in.
Okay. So do you think he practices that? I don't know. But here's my issue with him, and I keep telling you this. Then he goes out and plays a game, and he makes 1 of 6 threes. And a couple nights back, he made 1 of 9 threes. So he's back to his old tricks, which are missing a whole bunch of threes.
He'll get right.
High volume, low make. He's not a very good three-point shooter. And it surprises me because they kind of go as he goes from the three-point line because he had a little hot streak and they got hot.
Right.
And now they've gotten cold again. And they're 1 and 3 in their last 4 games, and he's 8 of 32 in those games, 25%. Now he's fallen back to 36.6% for the year from 3. It's not good enough. It ranks 107th of 157 qualified. It's not good enough. This was your preseason MVP.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And again, his free throw shooting is just barely above LeBron's. It's 73.9%, which ranks 87th of 110. That's not good enough. If you're that guy, and some nights I watch him in the lane, I don't even know how he does it. He's stronger than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
He plays stronger. He Euro steps people out of their minds where they just can't defend it because he shoots off the wrong foot half the time. There is no foot anymore. There's not a right foot.
Last night was a bad matchup for them because they don't really have a post. Even if, I'm not so sure even if Porzingis had a play, it would have been any different because he's too light in the back pocket. And then you bring Cauley-Stein in to try to deal with Joel Embiid. That's why Joel Embiid had 36 points in 26 minutes and basically vaulted himself right back into the MVP discussion.
I'm glad you brought that up because I believe he's right back in the middle.
Because, Skip, the thing was, like LeBron injured out. Harden was like, I thought Harden had seized control. Now he's out. So it's going to be the last man standing. And you're going to have an anomaly season, Skip, where you're going to have an MVP, possibly someone win this award that's missed, and probably going to be Joel Embiid, Skip, that's missed 20, 25 ball games, which is unheard of. But, you know, Jokic is having an unbelievable season, but I don't really know how much farther they're going to move. It looks like Murray's injury is serious.
It seemed like it was. I'm going to knock on wood for him because I haven't heard the end of the imaging that they needed.
It looks serious, Skip. Non-contact, you go down like that.
And he'd been having some trouble with that knee already, and it looked like it went a little wonky sideways. And it just looked, there was non-contact. But
which is never good. And, you know, he didn't want the wheelchair, but they had to help him up the court. Ooh. So, I don't know, but Luka, I mean, like I said, I'm with you. The soccer, you know, the bouncing off your foot and off your shoulder, no. It was the end that's so amazing.
Okay. Then speaking of the end of the game came, and
I knew you were going to say this.
He's got to get better at this. He's got this diva crybaby body language, and then he goes straight to his postgame interview, and what does he say? I don't have any use for the play-in tournament. We don't need the play-in tournament. Well, it's a new direction for your league, and it's going to help make some money, right? Yeah. That's the whole idea.
You like pay, you like getting paid, right? You like money,
getting paid, right?
So they got to make up some of these games somehow.
It's going to create more interest. I'm interested. You're interested. We'll talk about it.
Do you think this is a one-time thing because of the pandemic, coming out of pandemic, or do you believe going forward, when they have an 82-game season, they're also going to have a 7-10 play-in?
Well, I don't know, because we have to see how it plays out. Right. You know, like how does it? Do people take to it? Usually, my experience with these leagues, the more the merrier. Right. When they add playoff slots, as the NFL
and plus,
has.
because, Skip, they saw what the 7-8 play-in game was like, what 8-9 play-in game was like last year. There was a lot of buzz. It
was fun.
Yeah. So worked. Now you're going to get 7 through 10. And what, you got to win 2 games? I mean, I guess if 7 beats 8, they're in. And then 9 and 10, if 10 beats 9, you got to play another game or something like that.
I thought he was just belly aching after the game because they had they got blown out off the floor.
Joel Embiid had 36 points in 26 minutes.
Right, and they were at the end, they were trying to double him, and he would just turn it on people and shooting 12-foot jump shots, and then glaring at the Dallas bench, and it was humiliating because it was in Dallas. Yeah. And they're, 4 games over 500, now fallen to the 7th seed. Right. And so Luka's like, we're better than that. We don't need to be in any play-in.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't either.
I mean, you are what your records say you are.
Yep.
First of all, Luka, you came in out of shape. That's your fault. That's on you. You played yourself in shape, but you had given up so many games early. This is the situation that you find yourself in.
True.
And Porzingis missed the first half was probably about 10, 15 games, because I don't think he started playing until January sometime. Yeah. So, and plus now you got to play he can't play back-to-back. He's playing like every other game or every 2-3 games.
Yep. So maybe Luka should start shooting his threes from way behind the backboard.
There you go.
Well, he could, maybe.
There you go.
Would they let that? They might allow it because it's high degree of difficulty.
No.
He might make some of those, right?
No.
You don't think so?
He's still the baddest player under 25.
Yeah. Well, he's the baby sparrow.
No, baby bird. Baby bird. That's what everybody calls him?
No, nobody calls him that.
Yeah, they do.
No. Larry Bird could actually shoot.
Oh, he can shoot too.
Oh, he can?
Skip.
I can't tell.
You do realize Luka is only 21, right? Or he's 21 or 22 now?
I think he's 22.
Okay, 22.
He played pro basketball in Europe for like 6 years. So
that should tell you something.
Yep.
Ain't very many people send their babies out to go play with grown men. Yeah. That's what he did. His mama say, hey, you too good to play with kids your age.
The biggest baby is playing for the Pelicans, and he is playing like baby Huey. He is just killing people.
He a little turnaround jumper last night. Where'd that come from, Zion?
Zion.
Oh, he a little turnaround jumper last night. That impressed me last night.
Yeah, he kind of had an off night, had 30. It's okay.
B.I. though, it was B.I.
Yeah, B.I. was good last night.
Can we trade Kuzma for B.I.?
No.
I'm looking forward to this next one, guys. Are the Patriots really as good as the Cowboys with a healthy Dak? That is all coming up next.
No mercy, no mercy.